Welcome back to JR Pro Shop Vids. Jimoo back on the lanes with a very special bowling ball. It's called the Heckler from DV8. So why is this ball special? Well, similar to the Troublemaker and Troublemaker Pearl, if you remember those balls, those two are designed with a special core, specially designed for two-handers and thumbless bowlers. Similar to that, this ball has the exact same concept, this time in an asymmetric form. So that means there's a lot of different ways you can drill this ball. We'll show the guide that DV8 has provided, and we'll also show the converter tool that we use in order to drill this ball. It's very simple. All the information is on their website for more in depth, but to put it simply, I just had to put in my PAP and then look at the guide at what kind of reaction I wanted. This one, I chose the strong benchmark. As an asymmetric solid, I want to be able to use this ball on the fresh, have it smooth, but still have enough power to be my top end ball. So comparing it today, we got some Motiv balls. We have the Subzero Forge and the Pride Liberty, two of the more recent releases that I've really liked. So dressed today, we got our league pattern, but freshly dressed. It's 43 feet, SYC, boardwalk medium. It's 4.5 to 1, really good pattern for league, has enough volume, and should be really good on the fresh for these balls. So let's get into the bowling. First up, we tried the Subzero Forge. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. But what I've concluded from throwing that ball, it's really good on the fresh. It has a nice early roll and a smooth roll into the pocket. It's definitely not the ball that I like throwing when the lanes transition, but on the fresh, it's perfect. So starting on this pattern, I was at 25 with my feet, trying to feed it out around third arrow and try to get it out to the break point about 8 or so. Sometimes I would miss right, but because of the fresh back ends, it had enough room to come back to the pocket. And might I say, this ball hooks ridiculously early. I don't know what it is about Motiv balls, you can let me know down in the comments, but that ball in my hands rolls really early. Moving on from there, we got to throw the Heckler. To get comfortable with this ball with the correct rotation, I had to jump 8 boards in, and that's just to have it hit the pocket. This can be attributed to the strong benchmark layout that we went with, or it's because this ball is a strong ASIM solid in general. And those strong ASIM solids are going to be the most hooking balls in your bag. And they also roll the earliest usually. So with that combination, it makes sense why this ball hooked that much. And then quickly switching off from there, we got to throw the Pride Liberty. And also from that same Motiv video, we concluded that this ball is perfect for transition and the breakdown. So I moved further inside, similar to where I was throwing this Heckler, and it was decent. A little light in the pocket, I left a 2-8-10 combo there. We moved 2 boards to the right, had it roll a little bit earlier, and then we were able to strike. So going off of these 3 shots, we have the Subzero Forge that hooked the earliest and smoothest. We have the Pride Liberty that hooked in the middle, but's better for transition. And finally, we have the Heckler. Wow, this ball hooks a lot. It's gonna be one of my new favorite balls to throw on the fresh. And I actually threw it in game 3 in league today, and it looked pretty good too, because it can blend out the wet dry pretty nice. Nice early, tumbly, and I don't mind a reaction like that. Now moving on, from there, we wanted to move inside the pattern. Once again, going with the Subzero Forge. This ball isn't the best from far inside. It's very smooth and predictable, which I do like, but it doesn't really have that nice skid through the front, flip in the back, and power through the pins. We did get to throw the Heckler from that same line, and this looked a lot better. It just has that much more core and cover. It has the engine strong enough to slow down the reaction and line up to the pocket pretty nice. Finally, Pride Liberty. I can tell it's just a bit cleaner than this Heckler, and from the inside it looks much better than Subzero Forge, but at the end of the day, I would probably throw this Heckler because it rolls really early, it's got enough pop in the back end, and I can cover a lot of boards. So final thoughts, everyone needs an ASIM solid in their bag. It's pretty essential for every single type of bowler, whether you have high ball speed, low ball speed, high rev rate, low rev rate, or you're matched. An ASIM solid is perfect for the fresh and for some longer patterns. Trying to fine tune what is the best one for you. I really like how DV8 created this layout tool where I can figure out what kind of reaction I'm looking for, and it'll do all the work for me, and then we can just drill it. It's pretty fascinating putting in some different values in that converter tool, seeing what numbers and reactions will eventually change the dual angle layout. And I can't wait to try it out on a whole bunch of different patterns and maybe get another so I can drill it a different way. That's the versatility of this tool. Before we wrap up, question time with Jimoo. Heckler. Okay, this is the one time I'm offering this, mainly because Jug and Barks are telling me to. But down in the comments below, feel free to heckle me however you want. Heckle me, heckle two-handers, heckle thumbless bowlers. I want to hear your best roast, whatever you got, down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure to give us a like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to heckle me in the comments and let us know what else you want to see in the future. jrproshop.threadless.com. We have a bunch of hoodies, t-shirts, mugs, phone cases. It's very customizable and will ship right to your door. So make sure to support us and check it out. Thanks for watching, everyone. Jimoo is out. Heckler.
Thank you.